We were flowing.
You realize, yeah, your thing is still blinking, it looks like.
No, it's good.
It's on?
It's on.
No, it's on. Yeah.
It's blue. Listen, dude, we just did a whole podcast and didn't realize that the freaking mics were off.
It's so crazy.
And it is what it is. That's like so funny. Like the first
But we had fun.
episode, we had a lot of fun.
And we had practice. And now that you see us making these mistakes, you can be able to talk about that when we have 100 million followers.
Damn right.
When we have 100 million followers doing this, when Ivan has 100 million followers doing this, you can be able to say, I saw that first one right when it came out.
Yo,
you're one of the
there
first.
was so much good gems. Like, I'm gonna actually do this really quick because we just filmed the whole podcast and basically didn't film the whole podcast. So I'm gonna just go through it. So basically, Levi went through a bunch of points about. So Levi told us actually his whole journey of getting into the jewelry industry, and then he also told us a few amazing gems. You said play the game, right? Learn to play a game, right?
Create the game too.
Create the game.
You are the creator of the game at the end of the day. You know, how do you, but that idea is so deep. It's like, it's not so deep. It's just like, it came from the idea of like, you're comparing yourself to all these ultra successful people, right? And if you keep comparing yourself to those ultra successful people, you're going to crash. Because if you're constantly looking at the guy with the Lamborghini downstairs, you're not going to be like, yo, I just did really good on that edit. You know, you're not going to do that. You'd be like, oh, my edits don't look like his edits. He's got that B-roll, that amazing B-roll, and that red camera I'm filming. Damn, I have to do better or something. I don't know. But yeah, you should always be doing better, you know. But at the same time, damn straight, I did good on that edit.
Right.
You know?
Celebrate your wins.
Yeah.
Celebrate your wins. But I love what you said about, like, the way I connected it was to soccer. I can literally play till my legs go out when I play soccer. But if I want to go on a run, I'm just like, oh, this is enough, right? But if I'm playing soccer, when I make it a game, right, it's so much easier. And you have so much more drive.
How long can you work out for? How long can you go to the gym and do pull-ups and lift weight? How long? How was the most?
An hour? 2 hours? 3 hours?
I'm saying I'm saying on a regular day, like on average.
45 minutes probably.
If you're lucky, right?
Yeah.
But the soccer, you're at it for 3.5 hours. Your knees will be achy and your lungs will be out.
But we're down by 2.
Say what?
But we're down by 2.
Yeah, who cares? And you're sliding under people. They're falling on you. You smell like shit. Like
you're about to get choked out.
There you go. There you go. Dude, jiu-jitsu's the shit, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you want to have fun in life, just get strangled, bro. That's a hook.
I love it.
Like honestly, if you want to have fun, also like MMA gyms is one way to, like, if you go to an MMA gym specifically, go to MMA gym, you'll compare yourself to a whole different group of people. You'll start seeing like, oh, like
these are men.
Not just these are men. Dude, they live on the mats. I trained at Goat Shed for a while.
Oh yeah?
I trained at Goat Shed for
I've been
a
there.
while. I trained at Goat Shed for a while, and
You're still there?
I've excelled. I mean, I tore my ACL a year ago, but I'm getting in this week.
Okay.
I'm going tomorrow. Now I have to go tomorrow.
Well, if for those that don't know, Goat Shed is like a super savage MMA gym. Where they're just insane, like viral everyone's getting punched in the face.
There's 14 crash pads on the mat.
What is that?
There's 14 crash pads. There's 14 pads that look like mattresses in the gym. There's always about 14
what does that mean,
guys.
But what does that mean?
14 people sleeping on the mats every day there.
Oh my god. Oh, crash, like to sleep.
They're crash pads because you throw people on them.
Oh, okay. I thought they slept on them.
No,
okay.
no. But there's these.
Oh, they're going to sleep on them. Gotcha.
These guys are from countries, even if they're from here. Like these guys, they live in the gym.
Right.
They live in the gym. They're there every single day. Okay. These guys you can train jiu-jitsu. I don't care. You can train jiu-jitsu for 7 years.
Right.
You'll go to there. The guy that trained there MMA for 2 years will out wrestle you and treat you like a rag doll.
Right.
If you train at a regular old jiu-jitsu gym, he'll treat you like a rag doll with 2 years over there.
Right.
Because they live and
it's competitive.
They live and breathe. Not just as it's competitive, like it's like you have your guys and everyone's inspiring each other. Everyone's there to push themselves. Right. Everyone's there to play the game.
Right.
At the end of the day, and these guys
goat shed.
these guys aren't rich.
Right.
They're not rich. They're not like they're not like I don't know how to connect that with the compare yourself to the ultra successful. You could compare yourself. Oh, you could compare yourself to these guys at this gym, but at the end of the day, you see the work they're putting into. You see all the work they're putting into it. Mm-hmm. You see these guys literally living in the gym.
Right.
You see them taking their cutting their weight in those
grueling
sweatsuits, and you see them puking in the middle of they get body shot, and they're going to puke, and they're coming right back into the ring. You see that with your own eyes. You compare yourself, but you got to compare yourself on the level of what you're putting into it, because you see the direct result.
Right.
You know? So if you want to see, like, if you want to open your mind up to that kind of idea, it's like, bro, MMA gym, you know?
Right.
And I think every MMA gym is like that, because MMA is so high paced, and you just beat the fuck out of it. Right. It's a very, very scary sport.
Very different from a jiu-jitsu gym. That's a little bit more namaste. Jiu-jitsu bow before you get on the mat, right?
Jiu-jitsu gym has become more like karate gyms, where it's sort of like it has become scaled. It has become overall in American jiu-jitsu. It's just like it's sort of very
self-defense.
Not even self-defense. It's an art. It's how do you stay in shape for a lot of people. You know, when you go to an MMA gym, it's different, bro. These guys,
you're breaking your ACL.
No, that's
tearing.
No, honestly, you can go your whole entire career never tearing your ACL. Just don't train with amateurs.
Oh, is that it?
Even if you're an amateur, just respectfully train with people way better than you, and you should be fine.
Nice.
Like,
it's funny. This turned into an MMA now. We're talking
MMA
about
podcast.
MMA podcast.
There you go. I saw this guy. A whole different note. This guy on social media. I just stumble upon one of his clips, and he's like, I thought you're supposed to post 10 to 15 times a day. I've been telling people post 15 times a day, and you'll be chilling on social media. Mm-hmm. I think now it's more like 20, 25. Right away, I click the
Zip
guy's
says
page.
50.
That's crazy. But this guy, I click into his page. He's got 750,000 followers. I scrolled his reels. Most of them are getting 2,000 to 3,000 views.
Right.
On each video. And I'm like, but the guy has 21 million likes. He started a year ago. And like, you look at this and you're like, the guy puts in the work. There's no secret juice. He just does the freaking work, bro.
Right.
You know? And he loves it. You can tell he loves it. He's doing it all day.
Right.
He puts out 20 to 30 videos a day.
Right.
That's insane. And you can scroll for 10 minutes and you'll still see 2,000. Once in a while you get 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, like once in a while. But this guy has tons of followers. He sells courses on social media. He sells courses how to produce, like how to become viral. And he makes hella money because he has all these people, because it accumulates. It's compound interest at the end of the day. Social media is like the biggest hack right now because you're compounding the people that see you. You're not just putting out a billboard and the people that drive on I-95 are going to see that billboard for the next month. That's not what it is. You're literally, people that see the billboard from yesterday might not see the billboard for tomorrow, but the people seeing the billboard for tomorrow, they see it one time, they see it again, and you build that audience because each video, it creeps into another niche. You know, if you're yourself, let's say, that's where it connects to what you just said about like, now it's an MMA podcast. Now, the MMA people that are sort of touching the watch business are going to see the podcast and see that clip, and now you've exposed yourself to now the MMA world, right? So you're just you're diversifying into this, into that, and at the end of the day, you're focused on your track, but you're getting these compound interest, like investing in a long-term savings. Like,
do you know Vukam, the watch dealer?
He's great. I love him.
So he actually did a podcast with this guy that was telling him, he was like, one day these watch negotiations are just going to get old, right? And he did it with this like content guy.
Yeah.
And the content guy was like, no.
Never going to get old.
You got to look at your content differently. You can't look at your content like the same group of people are looking at every single video the way you do. No, your content is really a whole new group of people are looking at your video for the first time.
Absolutely.
Every single time you post. It's a whole new million people. Whole new 1,000 people, however many views you get. You know what I mean? And he's huge.
And when you look at it like that, you put your whole thing into it. Like it's your first episode. Like it's your first video. You know, when you know, it's like when you frame like that, you're like this. Everyone viewing this thing is going to be the first viewer. You're like, it's my first podcast. I got to put all the energy into this, right? My first episode, whatever.
Right.
My favorite. He says he had a Volcom. How do you?
Vucum.
He had a video. He was just like, he pulls up on this guy in the district there, and he's like, I'm here with Vin Diesel. And it's just the guy's like, what? And like, cause he's bald, he just called him Vin Diesel. And that video is like, what? Got 10,000 likes. Right. Cause that hook. Right. And he's playing.
But he's a character. The guy's a character.
Now that video gets suggested to 50,000 people that watched, that are following Fast and Furious or Vin Diesel. You know, you just expose yourself to a whole new audience. Like for saying Vin Diesel. Right.
So cool. Yeah, you know what's funny? All those New York guys, like, do you feel this way too? I don't know how much business you do with those guys. All those guys from the videos. I feel like Miami's just like a whole other world. Like all those guys, like I know everyone on this street. I know like everyone. You know what I mean? You know CRM. You see G-Lux. You see everybody.
Like a big family here.
Right. It's exactly. Yeah, and then over there, it's like you don't really do business with most. I don't, at least. Like I've never done a deal with Vucum. But I see them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Like we really stay in our
that.
In our
it's
own
sort
circles.
of it's like a big city there. It's the big city. Here's like the small city.
Right.
Here it's also here you have the weather. You have a lot of people, a lot of people here. You can tell they're retired and they hang out here. They have their jeweler table in that corner office, in that little closet office, because they just enjoy it. They're having fun. They like it. They have their group. They smoke their cigarettes. You know, like. It's their vibe, and you know them by name, and you come by, you give them a high five in the morning, you have a colada with them on the street, and like you can do that here because I think also Miami, you have that vibe. Like people are like with that you have that free just island vibe a little bit more than you have New York. I spent a lot of time in New York selling diamonds door to door. I used to sell bags of diamonds. I used to have a pouch on me. Usually it was I stuffed it in my pockets, or I would have a cross bag. But that was sketchy because you don't want people knowing you hold stock. And legit, we used to have a little vest, and we slip them in and close our shirt.
Mm-hmm. Wow!
And before we get in there, we pull out the.
You're like the guy who's like, I have everything.
When we get into the building in the elevator, we pull it out and we put it in because all the buildings there have security.
I have everything.
Yeah, you're like, what? It's like, what you got?
Everything.
No, but straight up, like I used to pull up to door, knock on doors with bags of diamonds.
Right.
It's so deep there. You can have, let's say 20 West. If you know New York Diamond District, this is sort of like a niche podcast, so I'll just use 20 West. It's the building for like the, am I getting it right? Yeah, 20 West is the building for the Indian diamond dealers, right? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have those guys. They have their whole own community. They don't interact with anyone except for when you're buying diamonds from them. Wow. You have the 10 West. They're all the wholesale they're the manufacturers and the wholesalers of the jewelry in downtown, right? You have the 550. You have just a scatterbrain of photographers, blah, blah, blah. And it's a huge building with so much. And you have all these buildings. They have their own little communities. And then on top of that, you can see it with the Jewish community here versus there. The Jewish community here, similar demographic, right? Similar percentage of people here are Jewish compared to there. But over there, you have 20 minyanim, right? 20 minyanim, like 20 minchas, like 20 prayer sessions in downtown, in New York. Here, we just opened the second one, you know? Everyone that goes to each of them knows each other by name, basically.
Interesting. So over there, there's 20 minions.
Yeah.
In like on 47th.
Yeah, from Plag Mincha, basically.
By the way, Minions is
prayer services.
It's like 10 Jewish guys pray during the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And what's the meaning behind that, by the way?
You're supposed to pray 3 times a day because we gave 3 because God commanded us to give 3 karbanot, 3 sacrifices in the Beit HaMikdash, the tabernacle. So every day you give the 3 minimum daily offerings. It's the shachrit means basically morning. Mincha, it means the thanks offering, I think. I might be butchering this. And Mariv, the evening offering. Right. So you would give 3 offerings mandatory on top of all the other offerings they would give, right? So that's where it came from. And then, so now that we don't have the tabernacle, the prayers is how we are giving those. We're sacrificing. We're sacrificing our time. We're sacrificing our words. When we can be doing something otherwise, like working.
Right.
We're sacrificing that time for God. That's our.
I come by sometimes, and it feels like that.
Yeah.
You know, you really feel like you're working, and you take the time to go pray to God. It's like wow. You know what I mean? You're taking that time. You're sacrificing business right now. You're getting a phone call, but
that potential deal you might lose because you didn't pick up that phone call. You know, you're clicking that.
You're sacrificing.
You're shutting that phone off.
Very interesting.
You know,
and so there's 20 of those. Here, there's only 2 in downtown Miami. But there's so many Jewish business.
You just opened up the second one.
Well, not me, but Ziv.
Your partner did it.
Yes, my partner did.
Yeah, but like here, there's just 2. Pretty much everyone knows each other by name there. Right. You know, that really tells you everything you need to know about the district. Like you see, I can walk every time I walk from my office to anywhere in the district. I dap up at least 3 people. Right. I should wash my hands more. Just thinking about that. But like seriously, like every time I probably 5 to 15 people if I'm walking across the street. I'm going across the street. I'm saying hi. I'm shaking hands with. We're fist bumping. I'm saying hi to 5 to 15 people.
And that's why this is another welcome to the First Street podcast, because people don't know about First Street. People know about 47. All you hear is 47th Street. You never hear about First Street. We don't even have like an actual like nickname for it, Flagler, First Street. Like we don't really say much. We just say downtown Miami. We say the Seabold. We say the DuPont.
First Street's better.
First Street's sick.
You're coining that. It's yours.
Come on, baby.
I'm gonna crystal ball right now. I see the future right now. Downtown Miami, the First Street community of creators is going to blow the fuck up. Like we're going to be, because I feel like people here have a little more like soul, a little more like extra. I know, like I feel like it's, and people are more interested in working with each other. Not more, but I think it's part of the environment here. Like everyone's sort of like enmeshed with each other. Right. That I think also New York is a big deal like that. You see Trax, the way he like. I respect him because of the fact that he doesn't gatekeep. Like he's straight up. He's like, I'm bringing this gold to this refinery, and they're gonna give me this check. Check out this check. Right. Like, and he's not gatekeeping. He's like promoting that guy's business. And what you're doing right here with this podcast, you're bringing other people in. And like I have a customer. I don't know if they want me to say it, but I have a customer that's very, very big on social media, and they're like, yo, pull up, let's make a video. And I'm 400 followers. They're over 1 million, and they're like, yeah, come in, let's just do a video. And it's just like, and they're offering me like it's like there's no gatekeeping. We sell the same product. I sell them their jewelry often, but like it's like they don't care. Right. It's abundance. I feel like here there's a good environment with abundance mentality, and like I see a lot of guys like watches.io. Like those guys are super cool. Like they're hustling, but also they're like always promoting each other. They're not just not promoting. They're throwing like I see Jake at a Matesiao concert, and I just hit him up and I just see him. I'm like, yo, let's do a video. I just do a quick video on his watch. He's wearing a 6 ceramic AP. Like and
what is Matesiao? I'm sorry, I missed that.
You don't know Matesiao, bro.
What is this?
It's
probably in Hebrew, but it sounds in Matesiao. It sounds like Brazilian.
It does sound Brazil. It does sound
Matesiao.
Brazil, porra. Matesiao. That's a good point. Matesiao is he's a Jewish reggae artist.
Ah, okay. So he's got a little funk to him.
Yeah, he's one of the most famous Jewish artists. Like I was actually at that concert. It was full of. There's a bunch of Jamaicans that flew in from Jamaica.
I'm Jewish, remember. I really am Jewish.
You're not cultured in Judaism, but Matesiao literally, like you look around the thing and people were like getting up and be like, I came from Jamaica to hear One Day. You know, play One Day. Like they're demanding songs in the audience, and these people are from Jamaica. Like he's a Jewish artist singing.
So cool.
He's got great songs, whatever. But again, downtown. First Street is going to blow. I'm saying in social media, I think.
Absolutely.
47th Street is big because they're the pioneers. At the end of the day, you have Moses and Trax, really.
100%.
Trax is number one.
Listen, I'm like a fan to them. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm a fan of them. When I watch their videos, like it's crazy though, because like I do know a lot of guys like in the industry, but it's really cool. Like when I look at them, it's like I don't really do much business. I always find it funny. I find it funny the fact that I can go to 47th Street and like nobody would know me, and it'd be like really funny because like I'm like I kind of know a lot about the industry, but I come in there like people look at me like
they don't know
who is this guy? This rookie. You know what I mean? I'm a young guy. I come in there and you know what I mean? I would want to come in there very modest and humble because I've never been on the street. Like I've been in New York, but not for jewelry and diamonds. I don't even like, because we never need to. We never go on, like we have our guys over there that take care of business. When we ever have anything to do in NYC, we have Alby Small and those guys over there. They take care, facilitate deals. And I never have to be on the street. So it's just funny to me. I'm just like, if I were to walk in there, I'd be like, bro, that's like, dude, you're you know what I mean? You're lowballing me. They're like, who is this guy? You know, like who is this guy? You know, over here, it's like they know me, but I find that funny. I don't know why.
It's really interesting that also the fact that you're going to be one of the biggest guys in the industry soon. Like you are, in my opinion. You'll walk around, but no one knows who you are. No one knows who you're going to be. Like no one knows you like I would know you necessarily. At the end of the day, that's everyone on the street.
It's very kind.
Everyone on the street has their like whole world. That they're the world to somebody. Like at the end of the day, we're all just doing our best, you know?
Right.
So that's just a wholesome thing. But on the 47th Street thing, people think 47th Street's like, oh, it's Diamond District, the #1 jewelry district in the world, whatever. It's like big, it's fancy, whatever. It's not even the biggest diamond district in New York. People don't know that. The Persians, they have their own diamond district.
And where's that?
It's in Great Neck.
Great Neck?
Great Neck, New York. You never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
They move. I've seen whatever. There's more solicitors there than there are nowadays. Door-to-door solicitors.
Wow.
In Great Neck, and just Iranian Jews own all the buildings. They're all the offices. Just Iranian Jews. Like people don't know that, but Iranian Jews control like they have the biggest market share by far of the wholesale jewelry industry. They have the biggest wholesale brands. If you ever go to JCK, any of the shows, just look at the middle of the show. Just go to the middle of the show and just make a circle. All the biggest booths, they're all Iranian Jewish owned. And most of them have their office in Great Neck.
Wow.
It's pretty, people don't know about it. Like and more diamonds get traded there. Not necessarily traded like this. They get traded like this. Invoice. It's getting dropped off to the factory.
Right.
The fifth of 20,000 carats that you
like big wholesale quantities.
Yeah, you order, you bring them a sample from India, the Indian guy, the Indian salespeople, or me when I was doing it. You know, we bring them a sample of diamonds, and we'd be like, we will bring it to your factory in China, India, wherever you're manufacturing your jewelry. We'll have it door to door delivered. You know, you don't have to pay for the shipping costs or like the tariff costs or the duties from bringing it in and then selling the parcel and sending it back. You don't have to deal with all that. That's where all the biggest deals happen. They happen there, but they don't happen like this there. You don't have a bunch of traders running around with their pants down. You know what I mean? You don't have a bunch of people giving out T-shirts about their business and, you know, catchphrases and all that. None of them are on social. A couple of them are, but most of them are on social media. You don't know what's going on there. It's super chill. Like if you do film and you are popular over there, like they're not letting you in the buildings. You're blacklisted without even you knowing. Like,
you know, it's funny. That's something that Ziv says about the guy, like this industry. A lot of these new guys that come in, like that don't really have like mentors coming in. They're very loud. You know what I mean? They're making content. They're loud, obnoxious, and it's fun because I'm the same way. I came in very loud, right? So for that reason, Ziv told me this. He's like, you see how you're on the phone in the hallway?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
This is a quiet industry. The people who've been in this industry have been here for 30 years. They've been in a quiet little office. They have their neighbors. They've been here for 20 years too. And you're here you come in this hallway screaming, right? Everyone's quiet. They've been here for 30 years. And you're here screaming in the hallways. Tone it down.
I'm still learning that. I almost
100%.
I almost got kicked out of the Seabold last week.
Right.
not joking. Like,
Right.
because I don't realize I'm pissing people off.
Right.
Like I'll just go through a fire escape and just talk on the phone there, and then I get called to the office like, we're gonna kick you out of the office. Just someone gave a good word for you.
Right.
And said that we shouldn't kick you out. So this is your
Right.
last warning. Like,
wow,
you better kick me out of the Seabold.
Right.
My office is in the Seabold.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Like for opening up the door to fire escape and shouting and closing the door, opening the door, like it's a no-go. And you know it's crazy. My first month, we both know this guy, this jeweler. I was doing business with this guy, just setting work.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I was doing his setting work for him, and I would just had a little disrespectful tone my first month. I was just sort of just like, the job needs to get done, blah, like I was disrespectful tone. This guy literally called my boss and shouted at him for like 25 minutes on the phone about how like, just, what are you doing hiring people like this?
Disgrace.
Like this, he's a like, why are you, you know, like you have to respect everything about, you have to be very intuitive with the environment you're in, you know. That's not just in this industry, it's across
business
the board.
Across the board.
Yeah, like I'm looking for 2 watches today, and there's a guy I just know from passing that I know he just trades watches. I know him as a friend. We're buddies. Every time we see each other, we catch up. I don't know what he does except that he sells watches. You know, I know many watch dealers. But I saw him, I was like, I'm gonna ask him if he has the watches. Because I was like, we're friends. I don't know if he does good business, I don't know what he stocks, none of that. It's just like, he's respectful to me.
Right.
And I'm a little schnook, you know, I'm a little shrimp. And he's established, and he seems established. But I was like, I'm gonna ask him just because like, he respects me, and I respect him.
You didn't ask me.
I did actually ask Yosef. I asked Yosef. But like, also no one.
You
here.
get the fuck out of here.
No one here has that watch, anyways. No one has that watch.
That's funny.
You know, we said it's gonna be 25 minutes. I think we're at an hour and 20.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm not gonna take any more of your time. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on to the First Street Podcast. This is huge. This is a huge moment. We need a neon sign.
For sure.
I don't want it to make noise though. I don't want it to.
And a light. I have a good light for you. I'm gonna bring it by.
Bring it by.
It's just it's like a fluorescent light, so it's gonna make this look like we're human.
Yeah, maybe you look sexy from my good side.
Yeah, so because today like, it looks like we're in a prison.
Hey,
looks like we're struggling to.
You said it was a nice office earlier.
It's a fire office, but the lighting, bro, it needs a little work.
All right, my brother. Well, this has been the first episode of the First Street Podcast. If you guys are looking for any watches or jewelry, hit us up for the watches. Maybe go to Levi for the jewelry.
You can also go to Ivan for the jewelry, but
I'm probably going to call him. So, all right.
It's nice of you to say. I appreciate that.
Of course. We're going to plug Levi. What's your Instagram? So where can
Alby,
people find you?
like heart in Arabic. Alby, Alby, Diamond Co. On all and everything.
Let's get 1,000 followers for Levi by the end of this month. You're at 400 right now?
400 today.
We've seen him climb from 0 to 400. He went beast mode. He was inspired by Ziv slightly, right? By how much content he was pushing.
For sure. CRM also. Yeah,
CRM
absolutely.
as well. So we've seen him go from 0 to 400. And I know that doesn't sound like much, only 400 followers. Listen, 400 followers is not so easy when you're coming from 0 and making quality content. Some of your content now has 80,000 views, I saw. 390,000?
Yeah.
On where?
On TikTok. We got one with almost 400,000 views.
My guy.
We got 2 of them with like 200K.
That's amazing. We're moving. Guys, 400. Let's take it to 1,000 followers for Mr. Levi. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening.
We need a closing word.
What's the closing word?
I don't know. I just remember growing up watching videos.
First Street.
Doses, or like, it's every day, bro. You know, like.
It's every day, bro.